Welcome to True Life Lessons, where we explore the deepest wisdom found in the simplest moments of our daily journey. Meet Alex, a young man burdened by the heavy weight of a world that never seems to align with his expectations. His life felt like a constant storm of unfinished tasks, broken relationships, and the overwhelming pressure to be perfect every day. He felt betrayed by friends who did not understand him and isolated by a family that seemed too busy to care. Every night he told himself that he would finally be happy once all his problems were solved and life was perfect. But the perfection he chased was a mirage, always moving further away, leaving him thirsty for a peace he could not find. Driven by desperation, he decided to seek the counsel of a legendary Zen Master living high up in the quiet mountains. The journey was long and steep, symbolizing the difficult path one must take to leave behind the noise of the world. As he stepped into the sanctuary, the chaos of the city faded, replaced by the sound of wind and rustling leaves. There sat the Master, a figure of tranquility, seemingly untouched by the worries that plagued the rest of the human race. Alex sat down, his heart racing, ready to pour out all the grievances and complaints he had carried for so long. He spoke of his messy apartment, his failing grades, his disloyal friends, and the constant feeling that the world was unfair. The Master simply listened, absorbing the young man's pain like a vast ocean absorbing a stone thrown into its depths. When Alex finally ran out of words, he looked up, waiting for the Master to fix his life with a sentence. Instead of offering advice, the Master gently smiled and began the slow, deliberate process of preparing a pot of herbal tea. The sound of water pouring was the only noise in the garden, a rhythm that demanded attention and presence of mind. On the tray there were many cups. Some were beautiful and pristine, while others looked old, worn, and completely ordinary. The Master bypassed the beautiful cups and reached for one that was chipped, cracked, and stained from years of heavy use. Alex watched in disbelief. He felt insulted that the Master would offer a guest such a damaged and ugly vessel. Ignoring Alex's reaction, the Master filled the cracked cup with the finest tea, the aroma filling the air between them. He pushed the cup gently towards the young man and gestured for him to drink, his eyes twinkling with a secret. Alex hesitated. He focused entirely on the floor, the dirt, and the imperfection, unable to see past the ugly exterior. Finally, he spoke up. "Master, this cup is broken and dirty. How can you expect me to drink from it?" The Master asked softly. "Does the tea not smell fragrant? Is the water not hot? Is the essence not pure?" "It smells good," Alex admitted, "but the container is flawed. It ruins the joy of drinking it for me completely." The Master leaned forward, his gaze piercing through Alex's defenses. "This is exactly the source of your suffering, my friend. You must understand this simple truth. Life is the cup, but happiness is the tea contained within that cup. We often confuse the container with the contents. We think we need a perfect cup to enjoy the tea inside." Alex stared at the steam rising from the crack. He began to realize he had been judging his life wrongly. Your job, your money, and your social status are just the cup. They are merely tools to hold your life. The quality of the cup does not define the quality of the tea. A perfect cup cannot make bad tea taste good. And similarly, a cracked and imperfect cup does not change the sweetness or the warmth of the tea inside it. Alex realized he had spent so much time hating the cracks in his life that he forgot to taste the tea. "If you only drink tea when you have a perfect cup, you will die of thirst before you ever find happiness." Alex's hand trembled slightly as he reached out. He felt the warmth of the clay against his cold, tired fingertips. The warmth was real. It was comforting. It did not care about the crack on the rim or the stains. He lifted the vessel, choosing consciously to ignore the imperfections and focus entirely on the gift held within his hands. He closed his eyes and inhaled. The scent was calming, grounding him in the present moment, far away from his worries. He took a sip. The tea was sweet, warm, and soothing. It was the best tea he had ever tasted. The master smiled, knowing that the young man had finally tasted the essence of life, looking past the flawed container. Alex looked at the cup again. It was still cracked. It was still old. But now he saw its beauty. The cracks told a story of survival. The stains showed a history of service. The imperfection made the moment unique. "I understand," Alex whispered. "I was so obsessed with fixing my life that I forgot to actually live it." The master refilled his cup. "Remember this taste. Carry it with you when you return to the valley below." In Japan, there is an art called kintsugi, where broken pottery is repaired with gold, making the flaws a treasure. Alex stood up. His problems had not disappeared, but his heavy burden was gone. He had changed his perspective completely. He walked down the mountain path. The world was the same, but he was different. He carried the tea within him. Returning to his room, he saw the mess, but instead of despair, he saw a space that simply needed care. He began to clean, not to reach perfection, but to create a space for happiness to breathe and grow freely. He called his parents. He didn't complain. He asked them how they were, listening to their voices with a new appreciation. He met his friends. He accepted their flaws as he accepted the crack in the cup, enjoying their company as tea. Nothing in his life had become perfect, yet everything was better. He had learned to enjoy the tea amidst the cracks. He realized that happiness is not a destination. It is a manner of traveling. It is the tea, not the cup. Embrace the wabi-sabi of your life. Accept the transient, the imperfect, and the incomplete as the true nature of existence. And look around you. The happiest people do not have the best of everything. They just make the best of everything. Do not let the rough exterior of your circumstances prevent you from accessing the joy that lies deep within your heart. Focus on the tea. Focus on the love you have, the health you possess, and the breath in your lungs. That old cracked cup is still there in the temple, serving the sweetest tea to those who are willing to taste. Are you holding back your happiness? Are you waiting for a perfect career or a perfect partner before you smile? Stop waiting. The tea is getting cold. Drink it now. Enjoy your life exactly as it is in this moment. Happiness is a choice, not a result. It is a skill we practice, not a gift we receive from luck. Like Alex, once you taste the tea, share this wisdom. Help others see past the cracks in their own cups. Life will always have cracks. There will always be challenges. But within every challenge, there is a lesson to learn. Our time here is short. Do not waste it polishing the cup while the tea evaporates into the empty air. The master knows the secret. He enjoys the tea in the cracked cup just as much as in the gold one. Start today. Find one thing in your imperfect life that tastes like sweet tea and be grateful for it now. Alex found his peace not by changing his life, but by changing his mind. You have the power to do the same. Thank you for joining us on this journey of discovery. We hope this story has touched your heart and soul. If you found value in this video, please share it with someone who might be struggling with their own cracked cup. Don't forget to like and subscribe to True Life Lessons. Your support helps us bring more wisdom to the world. Check out our other videos for more stories that inspire, teach, and guide you towards a more fulfilling life. Remember, life is the cup, happiness is the tea. Drink deeply and enjoy every drop. Until next time, stay wise. This has been a presentation of True Life Lessons. Thank you for watching, and may your cup always be full of joy.